At is there at the smallest part of the pyramid because it covers smaller periods of time, the smallest periods of time. They're actually moments or specific times of the day. Okay, so can you give me through the chat phrases, okay, not sentences, just phrases using times of day. So use at and then time of day. Just use the chat, just phrases. All right, Ralph, 6 p.m.
Oh, sorry, my message is in direct message.
That's okay. That's okay. You can just type it again. All right, meeting at 9 p.m. Jello. Ralph, you can type it again. That's okay. All right, how about the others? Just keep going. At lunch. Okay, so it's a meal time. What else? At Christmas. Okay, you can also say that at Christmas. Hold on. Another example of that is at Easter. Okay, and then expressions like at the moment, at night, at present. Okay, so they're smaller periods of time. That's why it's at the tip of our pyramid. Now let's go to on. Okay, on, we use that for days of the week, or specific dates. Thank you, Feli. And then specific parts of the day. On Monday, on Saturday. How about dates? There, holiday, specific holiday on Christmas Day. Very good. How about dates? On June 19. On June 18, on March 21, 1991. Yes, that's correct. So even if you include the year, it's still on, as long as you have the date. Okay, as long as you have the date. Okay, on my birthday, that's correct. On your birthday, on the anniversary. Okay, if you're referring to the anniversary as a day or a date. Okay, for specific parts of the day, an example of that is, so it's just like day on Monday morning. Okay, so you have a day and then you have a part of the day. On Monday morning, on Saturday afternoon, on Tuesday evening. All right, so can you try that? Just type. You don't have to think too hard, right? I just want you to have an opportunity to come up with that. So please type an example there. Okay, Joed, that's very specific for noon. We use at because it's specific moment. Okay, at noon, at midnight. So that's an exception because noon is really just 12 p.m., right? And then midnight is really just 12 a.m. Okay. All right. Okay, not everyone gave an example, but that's okay. You have more opportunities. Feel free to type your examples, okay? There's so few of us. All right, verbs we want at, because the start is a moment. At the start of the day, or at the beginning. Okay, in. This covers the biggest period, because you can see we use in for months, seasons, years, decades, even centuries, or long periods like the Jurassic Age, Triassic Age, Neolithic period, and then parts of the day. All right. So Ralph says in the 19th century, in autumn, good seasons in summer, in no time, good Feli. Okay. Is that when you were born, Steph?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. In 2 years, right? That's good. These are good examples. In summer of 2000, good. Okay, just some pointers, okay? In the Byzantine age. Nice. Okay. Okay, just some pointers. When we talk about, let please scroll up a little bit, okay? When we talk about the 19th century, are we talking about the 1800s or the 1900s? It's for everyone, okay? I'm not picking on Ralph. I'm actually glad that you brought that up. When we say the 19th century, are we talking about the 1800s or the 1900s?
1900.
It is in the 1900.
1900s.
What? So Aaron says 1900s. What about Sam?
1900s.
Okay. Any other answers?
The 1800s.
It's actually the
1800s as well.
18. Yes, it's actually the 1800s. Okay. So you're probably wondering why, and it's a little hard to illustrate that if we use the 17th, 18th, 19th century. Let's backtrack over time, okay? Let's look at the very first century. The very first century is year 1 up to year 100, right? So the first century is 0 to 100. The second century then is 101 up to 200, right? So we're counting the marker, which is the turn of the century. So when we say the 19th century, that's actually the 1800s. Okay,
Yes, started at
good, good. Okay, I have another pointer here. In 1997. Okay, so that's correct. I am just reminded